sick, talking under the weather. You know what we doing? I need that all expense paid inclusive. I'm the plug, so I'm plugged into it. About money like with Jewish white Christmas. I'm Scrooge, bitch. My mood is on cruise ship. If you ain't tuned in, you ain't vibing with my moon man. I move shit like Carrie. I'm the cold truth, Fletcher Reed, Jim Carrey. Everything mooey, that mean the price varies. Need that designer cream shit and all Ben and Jerry's. Cream get the money like 36 chambers. Baskin Robbins shit, 31 flavors. Keep it moving.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Everything on me. Yeah, tell him Bogart scot-free. Lottie-dottie. Fuck with blow shoot, throwing 5 molly. Heard I carry weight, move packs like a dolly. And I stay fuming, clock me doing Godspeed. Business booming, back-to-back trips, moving multiple units. Got mules, got universal soldiers, getting money for sure. Yeah, we ain't shrugging shoulders. You think I'm lucky getting over, made it far, cause I'm sharp, fuck a 4-leaf clover. On my 89, minus the flat top. Getting packs off, smoking on the cash crop. Money talk, if you're broke, then you can't talk. Play a never-ending ball game, Sandlot.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Getting money when I land there. Smoking all loud so I can't hear. And if your boys bring the noise, all y'all bitches getting scraped pap smear. Codeine got me leaning, Pizza. Put your boy on point, pyramid of Giza. I'ma rock like this till I'm an old geezer. No pizza parlor, but we deliver pizzas. Ask Uncle Sam, I'm taxing. Look, my no hands telepathic. I can make things move, I'm carefully calculated when I make these moves. I run shit, don't let me get loose. I'm all about my decks, trying not to get goosed. Keep it moving.
Good afternoon, all. Welcome to episode 11. Yes, I said episode 11 of the Chargers Power Hour. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day and a good start to their week. Hey, let me shout out the chat. Hey, good afternoon, Emil. What's up, buddy? Hey, Johnny Mittens. What's up? Hey, Peacock. Hey, great win last night. You guys look very, very good. 5 wins in a row, man. Your Texans look really, really good. Hey, you beat the Queens. That makes me a happy motherfucker. But I know I got a couple more weeks to prepare for you guys. Salute to you and the Texans. But no. What's up? Well. JD, you want to fire? Make sure to head on over to neonpeacockmerch.com and take full advantage of the Black Friday extended sale. Get your Lightning Lad shirt right here. Get your GWN gear. Get your cups, get your Christmas gear, your stocking stuffers. It's not a thing that you will not find that you won't like. Trust me, there's quite a bit of things over there. But take full. neonpeacockmerch.com. Well, again, welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon. Yeah. We beat up on those worthless Raiders 31-14 last week. It's another one. I thought that was I wouldn't say a gimme, but it was a game we should have won. Chargers are now 8-4. That 31-14 win over the Raiders, and the victory secured another season sweep of the Raiders for the Chargers. That's 2 years in a row we've done that under Jim Harbaugh and in AFC well, and that puts us now at 5-0 in the AFC. Actually, sorry, 4-0 in division play. So I'll take it. And it was a game. I mean, yeah, there's some goods that came out, but also some bad that came out of it. You know, the Chargers and the Raiders were deadlocked early, but up and down in the first half, and then Vidal took over. So and that was we had a lot of stuff. You know, Vidal had a 59-yard run. I think he had about 100 plus yards, all-purpose yards, and it really wasn't much of an offensive game. I mean, besides Vidal, I mean, I'd say mainly a defensive game for that one. I mean, we did have to me, Vidal was the standout on offense. Defense was Tully. JD, can you pull up that picture, please? Right there. That man has stepped up in year 3 for the Chargers. He had a monster game. He had led the way. He had about 2.5 sacks. He was disrupting the Raiders' worthless quarterback. Hey, what's up, King? Thank you for joining me. Hey, no, not much. Hope all is well with you, King. Thanks for joining the stream. Tuning in yesterday. Same to you, Johnny Mittens. I mean, we love rocking with our crew, but no, these pullovers are legit comfy. Yeah. Tough test. Yeah, Peacock gets a tough test tonight. But you know what? We're going to find out what we're really made of tonight. You know, I'll get to that a bit later on. But we're also going to bring on a guest today, so it's going to be kind of fun. I'm looking forward to it. And getting a different perspective from another team and another team's fan base. So it's going to be fun a bit later on. But now I'll get back to this. Tully's been a great so far this year for the defense. He's been improving every single game, and it shows. And hey, he's going to get paid sooner or later, but hey, I'm glad he's on my team. He's been bringing it up there. You know, he's got 10.5 sacks on the year. Let's go. I'm loving that shit all day. But actually, sorry, he's got not 10.5. He got 10 sacks on the year. But you know, right now the Chargers the Chargers win means the Bolts have secured as I said, the second season over the Raiders. Okay, top plays I felt. All right, there was some wild interceptions one wild interception in that game. That was a key play for us when Deontay Jackson and Tony Jefferson teamed up for a wild takeaway. It was kind of fun. But, that Raiders game, I mean, it's kind of hard to judge a team that now is sitting at 2-11. It could have been a trap game, yes, but there really wasn't for me. It was, as the Raiders say, just win, baby. That was a just win game. It had to be win. It had to be win. It was just like a walkover win. But some things out of that game did come out at a costly price. You know, I will get to that. But I thought the defense was excellent for the Chargers against the Raiders. They held Max Crosby at bay. Yeah, he got a sack on Herbert and hits and stuff like that, but they mainly kept him in check, so that was a good thing. But the Raiders' offense does not look, it shows in their quarterback play and everything. It really is not a team that you say scream up great. No, it was not a game on both sides of the ball for both teams. But the Chargers' defense was all over Geno Smith and all game long, and that's what matters most. They were just keeping him from scoring. The Chargers had 6 sacks on Geno Smith in Week 13. 4 of them came alone on third down, which was a key. The defense started the fun early in the game when Khalil Mack and Deshaun Hand teamed up to hit Geno on the Raiders' opening possession. And then Derwin James got in the mix and got to Geno on third down on the next drive, and then Tully got into the parade. So it started to get fun. And then I think Tully stole the show in that Raiders game in the third quarter with a pair of third down sacks on Geno and a dominant showing. That was one of the best showings of I wouldn't say for Tully of the year. He's been solid for our defense all year long. So, but no, he's been improving. And also with the in-season trade we made with the Ravens, when we got Ohe from the Ravens, he has been stellar. I'm really hoping the Chargers sign him to an extension for a few years because he's been a great addition to the team. So I'm looking forward to all that kind of stuff. Now, as for the game stats, Justin Herbert had 151 total yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Ladd McConkey, 4 receptions, 39 yards, 1 touchdown. Keenan Allen, 4 receptions, 30 yards. Gadsden, 1 reception for 27 yards. And Quentin Johnson had 3 receptions, 23 yards, and a touchdown. That was the offense really didn't need I shouldn't say didn't need to do much, didn't really do much. And I remember saying for fantasy purpose, fire them up. It really, it was a tough week for that week 13 for Chargers players, even Herbert in general. But Vidal had 126 all-purpose yards. He had roughly 5 yards per carry, 1 touchdown. His longest was 59 yards. And then as for the defense, Tully had 7 tackles, 2 sacks, and 4 TFLs, while Khalil Mack had 5 tackles, 1.5 sacks, 1 QB hit, and 1 TFL. Now, the Chargers defense had 8 TFLs as a unit. Fantastic. Now, hey, man, I'm loving this. Now, my takeaways for this Raiders game, the Chargers were 12 for 17 on third down efficiency against the Raiders, including 6 for 6 start led by Herbert and pinpoint accuracy early in the game. The Chargers also held Vegas to 2 of 8 on third down, which has been an issue for us all year now, is keeping teams from extending their drives. So we held the third down efficiency down. But now we did use the run game mostly for that game. Chargers ran for 192 yards as a team against the Raiders. As I said, led by 126 by Vidal on 25 carries. And then you had Jared Patterson, who just got added off the practice squad for the game, had 54 yards for himself and also a touchdown on 11 carries. But I think Vidal's performance made him the first Chargers running back in 3 games this year of 100-plus yards rushing in a single season since Melvin Gordon in 2018. Let's see. Hey, Phil, what's up, buddy? It's been a long time. I hope all is well with you. Yeah, I sent him up the link. Hey, yeah. Let's see. I need 10 points. Do I start Quentin Johnson, Omar? I'm going to tell you right now. Let me say this before I even get this question. I'm going to answer this question right now, and the reason why I'm going to answer it is because in that Raiders game, Justin Herbert sustained an injury that I feel going forward in this game tonight is going to be a big run game. So I would fire up Amari and Hampton over. I will get to that Herbert injury pretty soon. But to answer your question, I would fire up Hampton. Quentin Johnson, you can if you want, but I'm going to give you my take. As a Chargers fan and as a fantasy manager and a owner of Quentin Johnson, Ladd McConkey, and Keenan Allen, I'm actually going to be firing up Vidal and Hampton religiously in my lineups that I have them in. Quentin Johnson, I have Ladd fired up, Quentin Johnson and Vidal, but I'm not too sold on the pass catchers tonight with Justin Herbert's hand and his injury. But as I said, I'll get to that. But I would fire up Hampton. Hey, Ignorant Thinkers Podcast. Hey, buddy, welcome to the show. I'm going to see you very soon. That's one of our guests I'm going to have tonight. Hey, thank you, Papa Guru. Appreciate you for joining me. And and it was a pleasure having you on yesterday. And it's always a pleasure having you on the GWN streams. It's always a pleasure having a person like yourself with the knowledge of football, not just in football, but baseball and in things in general. I love learning new things from you every single week, and most learning a lot of things. And I've learned quite a thing from you. Thank you for that. Yeah. Hampton's gonna be bump tonight. Yeah, so you can fire Peacock. I know you have Hampton. Papa Guru, I hope you are firing up Hampton tonight. I will be very sad if you don't. I'm gonna be looking at your lineup tonight too. So don't get Josh. Yeah, no, man, no. I think on the Hampton Vidal tonight, I think they're really gonna run the ball. Pause on this one because of Herbert's injury. It's gonna be a run. Hampton's back. But I think Vidal has been in his replacement a great sub. Great, but I do think they're going to share the show. But I think, for me, I'm firing up Hampton and I'm firing up Vidal. I have fire marks next to him for later in the show that those were the players of the Chargers I would fire up tonight. Is Vidal and Hampton and Ladd McConkey, I think. Those are the three. Now, I don't know everyone's roster, but those are the three players I would fire up tonight if you have them in fantasy football. But that's just me. But, man, good luck to everyone this week. I know that this is the last final week of the fantasy football season, and next week starts the playoffs. So, hey, man, good luck to everyone that have made it and are in or maybe fighting for a spot. So, and I hope my Chargers, if you have them in your lineup, and if it's Hampton, if it's Herbert or Vidal or Ladd McConkey, I hope they get you in there tonight, and I hope you get the points you need tonight. But as for that one, Josh, I would go with the Hampton on that one. And as my boy Peacock in there says, as a Texans fan, I'm obligated to root for the Eagles. I know you are, but, buddy, it's all good. It's all good. No problem. But as I said, your Texans played really good last night, man. So I'm looking forward. Week 17, Peacock, it's going to be fun, man. That's a hell of a defense. That team. I was actually watching the game a little earlier. It's a scary team to watch. And it's a very hot team right now, pause. So, yeah, man, as if you're a Texans fan right now, you should be very happy. They look very, very good. C.J. Stroud. Nico Collins, man, last night, he went off very early. He had almost 100 yards in the first 10 minutes of the game. So, yeah, I mean, we're looking at – but, I mean, as in that Raiders game, Herbert shared the ball around until he got hurt. Ladd McConkey, he had his – but it was more – as soon as Herbert got hurt, it was a run game, but I felt, what was it? I mean, really, there wasn't much to write home about saying touchdowns here or there because I thought we were going to score a ton of points against the Raiders, but as soon as Herbert got hurt, that's how that was the fantasy value. It went from here to there, and I apologize for saying fire him up. But again, I don't control the injuries, and I don't know when people are going to get hurt, man. And I won't lie. I have 11 shares of Herbert across redraft and in some dynasty leagues. So not 11 in dynasty. I have like 2 dynasty shares and about 9 shares in redraft. So yeah, my scores did take a hit last week. That when Herbert got hurt. So, but the Chargers did hold the Raiders running back Aston Genty to his 3rd lowest yardage total, 31 yards total in the game. He had an average attempt 2.9 in that game, and his longest run was 9 yards. So that wasn't that. But the Chargers pass rush was very impressive for me. I know it was against the Raiders, but we haven't seen it all year long. And I'm glad. I know it's the Raiders, or as I call them, the Ray Turds. But Tully and gang, they did their thing. It was good to see it, but now we got a difficult, the Raiders are a matchup of they're at that time, they're what? 2-9 or 2-10 at the time. Sorry about that. But, them, if you look at our schedule, it doesn't get any easier the next 4 weeks. I mean, the special teams, the turnovers, the defense was huge against the Raiders. I mean, Justin Herbert in week 13, he took 4 QB hits, 3 sacks, and 7 tackles for loss. So, JD, you want to pull up that Herbert injury picture? So, okay, this is what I'll get to. I said about Justin Herbert having an injury. All right. So during that Raiders game, Justin Herbert was trying to extend up, I think it was on a passing play, and he hit when he was throwing, he hits one of the Raiders' helmets, and he actually broke his hand. So, and that was on Sunday. And then Monday, the next day, he had a plate and screws inserted into his left hand. And yes, he is going to play tonight with a pin, screws, multiple screws, pin, and all that stuff inserted in his hand. That's why I said I was leaning away from Chargers pass catchers tonight. I think it's really going to be a run game going forward. I mean, yes, the Chargers are a run team, but with this injury, I think they're going to try to avoid Justin Herbert from handing off, not throwing the ball as much. So, I mean, he's got to do some throwing, yes, but I really do tonight see a game of mainly the run game with Vidal and Hampton, or should I say Hampton, Vidal / Patterson. That's how I see it going forward tonight. So on that one. Now tonight's going to be a matchup between Justin Herbert and Jalen Hurts, both who were picked in the 2020 NFL draft. Right there. Justin Herbert was picked 6th, and further into the round, it was Jalen Hurts to the Eagles. But right now, on this season, Herbert has 22 total TDs. Hurts has 27. Herbert has 3,195 yards. Hurts has 2,843. Chargers are 8-4. Eagles are 8-4. But Herbert has that head-to-head. He's 1-0 against them. But the Eagles do have a Super Bowl, so there's not much I can say about that. Now, what I'm going to do is, as I said, Hampton and Vidal is my fantasy plays for tonight on that one right here. And this is what Hampton said about he and Vidal. Me and him are going to be definitely be special tonight against the Eagles. Now, why do I say it? Don't know how he was able to get back in there to finish. Yeah, that was a gutsy thing last week, man. I was one thing I'll say about Justin Herbert. He's had multiple injuries in his career, from broken ribs, and he still comes back. He's a gutsy quarterback. But you know what? That's one thing I'm going to say. He's tough, and that's what I love about him. Having my quarterback is a tough son of a bitch, and I'm glad he's my quarterback. That's what I'm going to say. He's a tough guy, and I'm glad he's mine. But our quarterbacks on the Chargers. But I've broken my hand, and the pain and swelling was ridiculous. Don't know how. Yeah, I don't know, Peacock. I was like, God damn, man. Just thinking of having a plate and multiple screws in your hands from an injury a week ago, and here you are playing football, man. I don't know, man. I have a high tolerance of pain, but I think I'd pass on that one. But, there is a big risk, though, tonight against the Eagles. And, that hand is going to be a marked thing tonight. So, yes, that's it's going to be interesting. But as I said, Hampton's back. He hasn't played since week 5. So, and welcome back, Amari, and welcome back to our lineup, and welcome back to our fantasy football lineup. Just in time for the Now we have the Eagles tonight. I am going to bring on a diehard Eagles fan and a friend of mine named Dennis Holmes from the Ignorant Thinkers podcast. Give me a minute, and we're going to bring him on. I'm just going to send them a link. And we can bring Dennis on. So I'm looking forward to this. And he's a diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan. So, Dennis, if you're watching, I'm going to be shooting you the link right now. And I'm looking forward to having Dennis on. I got some questions. All right, JD, I sent over the link to him. And as soon as he gets on, we'll bring on Dennis. But also, while I'm on the Eagles, Jalen Carter is not going to be playing tonight, as will not Lane Johnson. Jalen Carter had a procedure on both of his shoulders. who could be missing a couple weeks, and Lane Johnson's going to be out for a period of time too. So it's going to be nice not seeing Lane Johnson and Jalen Carter, because I ain't going to say that's why another reason why I said you want to fire up Hampton and Vidal tonight, because they're going to run wild tonight. The Eagles, the last 2 games, have given up so much yardage to fantasy running backs. So I'm hoping they have 2 straight losses, and I'm hoping to give the ignorant thinker Dennis Holmes that 3rd fucking loss tonight. Those birds going down. But no, I mean, it's gonna be a good game tonight. Eagles, Chargers. Hey, they may be the world champs, but I call them the world chumps. But that's just me. I'm not an Eagles fan, but I know when Dennis comes on, he's gonna talk about his Eagles. I'm gonna let him talk, but I probably will give him a bunch of questions of mine too. I have for him today when Dennis joins us. But now as for the Chargers, they have used 19 different offensive line combinations this season with 5 games to go. Actually, 4 games to go, including tonight. They have finally settled in a grouping for the home stretch with Jameer Slayer as the left tackle. So that, and the Eagles, what's this? All right, Bogey. Hey, Herbo's off to it. Yeah, okay. Herbert will have a total of 80. Yeah, he's not going to have it's not going to be a big Herbo night. Pause. It's not. It's going to be a run game. It's going to be a Vidal Hampton show tonight. As for a Herbert fantasy manager myself, I know the expectations are not high at all. And if you're a Chargers fan, don't have high expectations for a lot of yards. As Bogey says, it's probably going to be under 100 yards for Justin Herbert. And if he surpasses that, I will be shocked and a surprise. But then again, it's Justin Herbert. Nothing surprises me, but we shall see tonight. That's why they played the goddamn game. And the Eagles already have lost 4 times this year so far. Yep, they have. They're 8-4, just like my Chargers, Bogey. So it's going to be a good game tonight. But let's see. I'm going to shoot Dennis a text. Yeah, Dennis is on his way. All right, cool. All right, JD, he's on his way. So it's something fun. But no, while we're waiting for Dennis, hop on over to the Ignorant Thinkers podcast on YouTube. That's where you'll find Dennis Holmes. He's a diehard Eagles fan. He's got some great content out there. He loves his Eagles. He loves his Philadelphia sports. That I will say. He's like me. I'm a diehard Boston fan. I'm a diehard Chargers fan. But hey, man, those Philadelphia sports fans are wild as fuck. I know a couple of my friends. My friend Shizzy's probably watching, who I play fantasy football with, who lives out in Philadelphia. My buddy Derek, who's a diehard Cowboys fan, who hates those goddamn Eagles. Hey, shout out to my buddy Derek. Well, I'll see you week 16, buddy. I'm looking forward to having you on the show also. So it should be a fun one, man. And as the Chargers this year against NFC East teams are 0-2. I want that 0-2 to come tonight a 1-2. I don't want to see an 0 and a 3. Oh, speaking of being an offer, I'm going this year. I've had a rough year against my buddy, my fantasy buddy, Diamond Joseph. He has been my nemesis this year in fantasy football and in all our fantasy sports. He's had my number. But for once in a change, the fantasy football season's coming to an end. And looking at my scores yesterday, over in the Gen Wealth Dynasty League, I put up some numbers. Sorry, Joseph, but I had to say, I got my first win against Diamond Joe. Let's go. Now let me welcome the ignorant thinker himself, Mr. Dennis Holmes. Welcome to the show, buddy. Good to have you, buddy.
Good to be
What
here.
up,
How you
D?
doing?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
I feel
All right,
good.
Dennis, welcome to the show. Hey, man, I'm looking forward to a good game tonight, man. Your Eagles look good. You're world champs, but I call them the world chumps. Now, that's not towards you. That's towards the Eagles because I can't stand them because they're my opponent. But, man, I do respect you, and I respect you as a person. Your Eagles are the world champs, and not for nothing. So, you also beat the Kansas City Chiefs last year. So, man, kudos to you. You know I hate those goddamn Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, couple things I can say about that. Number one, I am the L.A Chargers hater. Just want to
Hey
let that
man,
be known.
hey, it's all good.
Yeah, that is me. I'm the hater. A lot of hype for that team, not enough delivery. That's what I don't like.
Fine.
Yeah. So that being said, this game tonight is going to be serious. Let's get into these questions though. Let's get into
All
these
right,
questions.
Dennis. All right, I had some questions for you. So, what are your biggest takeaways from the Eagles' recent games? I know you guys are on a two-game slide. That does concern me because, hey, man, that's motivation. They want that W.
Yes, two game slide. Looked sluggish. You know, the Cowboys game came out red hot, on fire, first quarter. And after that, just faded away. Chicago game, we just got literally, bullied.
Yeah,
You know, we got bullied in that game.
yeah, yeah. I actually thought I won't gonna lie. I thought you guys were gonna take that game. I didn't expect that one either. But
Yeah.
now let me ask: do you think this game is a must-win game for the Eagles to stay competitive in the NFC East and in the playoff race?
I think this is more of a not for that, none of those
No,
reasons.
no, no must-win.
No, I think this is a must win for our team as a mentality for the team, not for none of those reasons. Because even if we lose, we still in it. You know what I mean? We ain't
Yeah,
out of it. But
yeah,
but we need team morale right now.
yeah. I hear there. Now, what? My next question for you, Dennis, was I know a lot. I have a couple friends that are Philadelphia Eagles fans that I play fantasy with, and I've known for a while. And their thoughts on the play calling and your OC. What is your thoughts that you guys are not changing the play calls? Do you know what you as an Eagles fan? What is your opinion? What would you want?
Um, we need to switch it up, man. Get the young guys in, because the older guys look stale. And I'm not saying that they need to be benched. I'm just saying that the younger guys just need a couple more reps. So if they're getting three, give them six. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just give them a couple more because sometimes you're not gonna get that spark from them same old guys. It's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
somebody else that's gonna be your spark. Like I truly believe that Tank Bigsby is the spark for our offense. Nothing against Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley's the man. But
Yeah.
right now, you need another spark.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
And as
gonna I
far
was gonna ask you about Saquon. I mean,
yeah,
I
as
know he
far
had a great year last year, but this year it's been wow.
yeah, well, that's I tell you all a lot of times, you can go from sugar to shit real fast.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying there, buddy. Let's see. I'm down 13. And Dennis, you can. I'm down. King says he's down 13 points. Must win to sneak into the playoffs. He has Hampton and the Eagles defense. Needs 13 points. You think he gets it? I think he
I
does.
think I think he gets it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a smash play. I think you got that. I think the Eagles defense will get you at least 8 points alone, and then Hampton will get you the rest. No,
Uh,
no. I said no. I said to Dennis. I said no. I didn't call. No, I called Dennis. I said to Dennis that they are the world champs, but I call them the world chumps. But I told Dennis that was nothing against him, Bogey. I said it was just his team, like you said, in my team. But no,
yeah.
exactly. But what was I gonna say? Was Now, Dennis, what adjustments do you feel the Eagles need tonight after this two-game slide? Is there anything that you really want to see a change on that
I'd
offense or whatever?
like to see the run game get going. I would like to see our offensive line and our defensive line get back to abusing and running people over.
Yeah. Now with Lane Johnson out with his injury, and now with this Jalen Carter injury to having I know he had a procedure on both of his shoulders. Who is the next man that steps up for the Eagles on that defensive line?
Defensive line, we need to get Ty 95 in there. That's
Mm-hmm.
this kid we got from Nebraska in the fourth round. I
Mm-hmm.
call him Ty 95. I forgot his whole name. But I call him Ty 95. That's what I call him. His
Okay.
number's 95. I call him Ty 95. We
Mm-hmm.
need to get 95 in again. Now, he may not be the best defensive tackle to come in for Jalen Carter, but right now we ain't looking for the best. We just looking for somebody to get out there and make some plays. Like I
Yeah.
said, we need sparks. We need sparks. That's what we
Mm-hmm.
need. and these young guys need to start giving out sparks. That's what I
Now,
feel.
yeah. Now, as a Chargers fan, I know our offensive line is our weakest spot. Okay. Now, I know that is going to be in tonight's game. The Eagles are going to expose and show that our offensive line is a weakness. Now, you guys have a great line. That's something I do fear about the Eagles. You guys have the tush push. You guys have a good run. Now, see, to me, Chargers are very susceptible to they give up to the run. So this is a game Barkley could get back on track, but we shall see. That's why they play the game. So, but to me, I
This is the
do
stadium
I
last
do
year.
fear Jalen Hurts running too.
This is the stadium last year. He did have 250 plus yards rushing though.
That is right. Yes, he did. I mean,
I mean,
it,
this might
it,
be.
it I mean, as much as I would say Saquon's had a rough year. This is a game where I really do think it could be his game to come out. Pause. Or having a big game. That's what I do because I know we give up Boutte to the run, and that's one of our weakest spots on our team is our run defense. But and we shall see. I mean, Jalen Hurts. I mean, last year the tush push was big for you guys. This year it hasn't been as. I know there's been a lot of attention on it, but
And I
really
think
haven't
that's
seen
why
it
it
much.
has big because everybody say, "Oh, they only winning with the tush push." So,
Oh, I
and
don't say that. I mean, you guys know how to use that thing pretty well. You know what I'm trying to say?
I
But
mean,
that's
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. So everybody was complaining about our tush push. We had a bye week. I seen about 15 people use the tush push that week.
yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't say nothing. I said,
exactly.
"Oh, it's cool when they do it."
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But but hey, you guys, you last year you guys used that, and it got you a Super Bowl title, so you really can't complain. You know what I'm trying to say? But other people want to do that, but you know what? You guys have mastered it too. So that kudos to you. As much as people say, "Oh, it's not a football play," it is a football play. It's just people don't like it.
Hmm.
But hey, it got you a ring, right? So
Hmm.
you can't say shit. I have to give respect where respect is due. But as tonight's matchup, to me, it's offenses. You know, to me going in with this Herbert injury, I thought it was an offense versus defense game. But I really do think now it's gonna be it's a tough matchup. Because to me, if Herbert was 100%, he's gonna give it his all. But you're not going to see the Herbert you're normally going to see. You know what I'm trying to say? With a busted up hand with a plate and multiple screws in it. But, we're going to see. But I'm looking, it's going to be a big challenge. The Eagles are going to target that hand. I know that. They're going to come after that hand left and right tonight.
Well, I got to give it to him. As much as I'm not a fan of Justin Herbert because he's all world during the regular season and don't show up in the playoffs. That's the reason why I'm not a fan of him. But one thing I can say is he is a gutsy player. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I was playing against Kansas City and I think he hurt his ribs, but he
Yeah.
still went out and played. Yeah, after that, I gave him he got hard. I say that he got hard. That's all I'm giving you. It's
Yeah.
hard.
Oh, no, no, no. I respect that. I think he's a gutsy player, man. Yeah, don't get me wrong. But, I think I mean, if you guys can get that run game on tonight, I think it's going to be very positive for you guys going forward. I mean, because I think that's what's been slowing down that offense compared to last year. Because last year, that run game was everything to you guys. That's what made that offense click was that run game. Because Jalen Hurts, for me watching as far as a football fan, Jalen Hurts fed off that because he really didn't, that run game carried, and then Hurts did his thing. But out of the offensive weapons, who do you think steps up tonight? I know A.J. Brown's had two solid games, last two games.
Yeah, yeah, we lost both of them, so it don't matter. I
I'm sorry.
I think tonight is the night that we got to get Dallas Goddard. I know y'all got and this is what I call him, the safety god in cleats, number three over there, Derwin
Derwin
James.
James, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
he's another guy that gets too much hype. That's why I call him the safety god in cleats. But yeah, I
Respect
think
that.
Dallas Goddard is going to really, shake him out of his shoes tonight. That's the way I
All
feel
right.
about it.
All right. I got Marco from who lives in Germany. He says he needs 10 points from. I needed 10 points from Dig last night to make. Oh, he didn't make the play. I got four. Oh, sorry, Marco. I'm up
Yeah, sorry to hear
120
that.
point. Okay. Cap for license. I'm up 120 to 48. My opponent still has Herbert, AJ Brown, Ladd, and Goddard. That pretty much gave up, and he didn't give a kicker. Okay. What do you guys think? I've seen a breaking Tony Paul. Yeah. Cap. Herbert's played with a lot of injuries, but we're gonna see. This is probably gonna be the test. Yeah, he played with that broken ribs and all that kind of stuff, but this is his hands, and I ain't worried. I'm worried about this game with this injury because if he gets hit or falls down on that hand, he could be done for the rest of the season. So really, I know how they all say, "Oh, it's Trey Lance," but no, Herbert's gonna fire it up. But man, it's gonna be. I'm not gonna lie, Dennis. I'm gonna be on pins and needles in this game tonight. I ain't gonna lie with this game. But no, I mean, it should be. I think it's gonna be. Now, to me, you had AJ Brown, but you also have Devontae Smith.
Who's
Now,
looking
to
like
me, I like Devontae Smith quite a lot this year, but he hasn't been used in that offense that much.
no.
But when he's used correctly, that guy's a beast.
Yeah, I mean, well, he was the one that was carving y'all up last time we played y'all.
Yes, he did. That's why he does scare me, man.
So,
Now, I'm glad we do have Vidal back for this game. No, not Hampton back for this game. But you know what? It's gonna. I mean, I know the Chargers run the ball a lot, but it's nice to have our running back. But it's it's gonna be an interesting game tonight. What do you got for a score tonight, Dennis? I know you're an Eagles fan, but I'd love to hear it.
I'm gonna say 28-21. Go Birds.
I'm gonna say this as a Chargers fan. I'm gonna say 22-19 Chargers by Dicker the kicker. I'm gonna say 22-19. I know we agree to disagree. I know you bleed green as I bleed blue, man. All I'm gonna say, my final word to you, Dennis, is gonna be a good game tonight. May the best team win. And I want to thank you for coming on my show. And everyone, make sure to hop on over to Dennis's Home, the Ignorant Thinkers podcast. This guy's got some great content, always puts on a great show, and a great dude. Thank you for coming on, Dennis. You have a wonderful night.
I want to say this one thing
Yes,
out there to all NFL fans. Because I see y'all out there celebrating that Kansas City's not making the playoffs. They only got a 14% chance. Always remember who dethroned the GOAT, all right?
Oh, hey, I respect you. You took down those inches. Pause, Dennis. Have a good one, buddy. Again, thank you, and good luck tonight. And I look forward to the smack talk in the thread.
That's right. All
right, see you. Peace out, man. Be good. Thank you. That was Dennis Holmes from the Ignorant Thinkers podcast. Check out his YouTube channel. Check out his content. He's a great guy, great friend. Hey, man, I had fun. It was good having fun. Hey, and next week, I'm going to bring on a friend of I text a friend of mine who's a diehard Kansas City Chiefs fan. I text him. I said, come on, man. A couple months ago, you said you'd come on my show. I text him today. He goes, well, I don't know if I want to come on. I go, why? He goes, my Chiefs suck this year. So I said, so they suck. I said, so what if it was my team? I'd still come on your show if you had one. He says, yeah, but I don't want to. I said, I don't care. Come on the show. I want to hear what Chiefs Kingdom thinks about their team sucking this year, man. Come on. Don't be a wussy. If you can't come on my show because your team sucks this year, I'm sorry. You suck. You rapped it to me a couple years ago that my team, your team's running all over me. We want the way I said, but come on, dude. James, grow some balls. Come on my show, man. I'm not going to beat you up. Look, I was very good to Dennis Holmes. I could have said a lot of things, but he's a good guy. I'm welcome to my show. I love having guests on my show. I want to hear about the Kansas City Chiefs, what it's like from Chiefs Kingdom, or the Chiefs Kingdom, as I call them. Come on, James. Grow some stuffs and come on the show next week. I welcome you. I'll be I won't give you some tough questions, but seriously, all I'm going to do is I will bring Kermit on the goddamn show. That's for fact. I ain't gonna lie to that. Now, all right. Now that we had Dennis on the show, all right. So the Eagles 8-4 and the Chargers 8-4 tonight, and we face off on Monday Night Football in the Monsters Inc. game. This is like last year they had the Simpsons. This year they're having the Monsters Inc. So it should be fun. Monday Night Football, 7:15 tonight. As I said, I predict the Chargers to win 22-19 as a Dicker the kicker field goal. But hey, that man right there, Dicker the kicker, it's been a reason why. Now with the Chargers playoffs, the Chargers right now in the playoffs are a 6 seed. And a win tonight can put them back in the 5th seed. So hopefully. So there now, as it stands right now, the Chargers' current playoff odds are 70%. A win with the Eagles tonight puts them in the 80s. A loss versus the Eagles tonight, and this is the standings right now, puts us at 54. So that's why I go Chargers tonight. So right now we're at the 6th seed, but this was taken. But I know we're going to get back to that 5th seed tonight. So with a possible win tonight, we're back in that 5th seed. I would not, that's what I would admit. Hey, as I said, the New England Patriots, they're the the Denver Broncos are right now sitting at the 1 seed. The Patriots are the number 2 seed. That's correct. And oh my God, the Colts, man. They lost Daniel Dimes to a torn Achilles, and that sucks. Hey man, if you have him in fantasy, he had a good start this season. Then he dumbass started to show his signs, and it looks like bad. Now, as I said for tonight, is to fire up. I said last week, fire up all Chargers players because that was the Raiders. But it's the Eagles this week. Yeah, it's going to be a game tonight. So to me, I'm firing up Lad McConkey. I'm firing up Vidal, and I'm firing up Hampton and wherever I have them. Because I really don't have faith in the passing game. As Bogey says, he thinks it's about 80 yards, under 100 yards for Justin Herbert tonight. So we shall see. I think it's really going to be a heavy pause run game tonight for the Chargers. Trying to protect Herbert from that hand injury and stuff like that. But let's see. Yeah, Guccini says, fly, Eagles, fly. Marco, I'm pretty sure that Herbert's a cyborg or maybe just feels no pain. Yeah, well, I don't know. All right, it's just Bogey says 22 points. So that's a touchdown and an extra point with a field goal. Hey, Bogey, hey. We have Dicker the kicker, so I think there's going to be a lot of kicks tonight. Yeah. If we're not scoring touchdowns, it's going to be field goals. I really don't see it as a high-scoring game. That's why I said 22-19. It's why they play the game. Marco says, what's this? What are the odds that Gadsden scores 4 TDs at least 200 yards? That's what I mean. Hey, Marco, if he does that, man, hey, let me know on the inside, man. You're from the future. So, man, I appreciate you. That's all good, man. But that's for me for firing up for fantasy purposes for the Chargers players tonight would be Gadsden, Hampton. Actually, no. Sorry, Hampton, Vidal, and Ladd. That's who I'm firing up. But, hey, if you're in the fantasy playoffs, man, with that Herbert injury, that's why I'm shying away from the Chargers pass catches. That's just me. I don't know your result, your team, and stuff like that. But hey, I wish you nothing but the best. I hope my Chargers players do you well tonight. If it's defense, if it's an IDP league, or if it's just any offensive players, I hope whatever points you get, and I hope you guys continue and just move forward. Now, as for Dicker the kicker, he's up. He's the Chargers' Walter Payton Man of the Year. And I know he was nominated last year. I know his cause, I think this year was for kids that were dealing with a lot of social anxiety issues. And he's a very big, he's not really, I guess he dealt with a lot of that social issues when he was younger, but I have seen a lot of heartwarming videos, what he's done for kids with anxiety and stuff like that. And man, I'm just glad that for once the Chargers have a great kicker. He's a good kicker, but also a good man. And I hope he does well in the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. And shout out to all the Walter Payton Man of the Year awards for all 32 teams. It's an amazing thing to be nominated for by your peers and to represent your team. So shout out to all 32 men that were nominated by their teams. And good luck to all of them, and I hope may the best man win. But I know it's a prestigious award to those who won it. I mean, Walter Payton was a wonderful man, great player, great running back. But no, something I'm proud of. Yeah, I think it's a wonderful thing. That award for what these players do on the outside besides playing. I mean, all that kind of stuff. But as for if you have Eagles tonight in fantasy football, you can fire up Jalen Hurts, Barkley, Brown, Smith, and as Dennis says, he's hoping for a big game from Dallas Goedert. Hey, and if you're in a tight end premium league, fire them all up. Yeah, it's good. But some fun facts I did have. Justin Herbert has been pressured on 42.7 of his dropbacks in 2025. It's the 5th highest pressure rate faced by any quarterback with 375 plus pass attempts in a season. That's via next gen stats behind Deshaun Watson in 2018, Josh Rosen in 18, and Daniel Jones in 2019 and 2020 for next gen stats. Now, as for the Chargers' next games, you got the Eagles tonight. Then we got the freaking Kansas City Chiefs next week. Sorry. There we go. That is a hell of a matchup. We need this, and I know it's next week, but I'm more worried about this game tonight. I want to get Herbert healthy and take down those goddamn Chiefs. Peacock's Texans last night showed that goddamn team is good. It was good. I'm saying it's a good team, but they actually suck this year. 6-7 now? So yeah, they have now been irrelevant. They can't touch that AFC West this year, motherfuckers. You suck. Yes, you suck, Patrick. You, Carmen Kelsey. That man sucked last night. Oh my God, my fantasy team had freaking any Chiefs players. I think I had Kelsey in too. He kind of sucked last night. I had Holmes in Superflex League, and he hardly got me shit last night. I said Kelsey. That was a rough night. Those Chiefs, but no. After the Chiefs, I have my friend Derek on. I'll have him on my show week 16. We have the Cowboys. I'm looking forward to having him on the show. And in week 17, we saw last night what the Houston Texans did to the goddamn Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Kermit Mahomes last night. My buddy Peacock, his Texans are on a 5-game win streak. That team looks very deadly, and they look very good. That defense and that offensive clicking on the right times. And I think they're gonna take that AFC South. Probably like they did that the last couple of years, man. They look good. Oh, I got the bots back again. I see. I got you. Yeah, Texas guy. Yeah, Travis Bott. Yeah, one pass. Yeah, I think Travis Kelce just needs to hang it up, man. It just shows he's not the player he used to be. Hey, Song, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hope all is well, man. I hope your fantasy teams are doing well. And you're in the playoffs and in our leagues. Like I know you were in a couple of our leagues. So hey. Good luck to you in the fantasy playoffs. What's Marco going to say? What do you think of Kansas City Chiefs? Shit. What do you think of shit? Marco, I can't say a goddamn thing about the Kansas City Chiefs. If I say a good thing, it's not going to be a good thing. It's only going to be a pile of shit. I've got nothing to say good about the Kansas City Chiefs. Never have, never will. No soup for you. No, Patrick. No, Travis Kelce. No soup for you this year, motherfuckers. Bye-bye. I'm done with that shit. And as I said, we got the Eagles tonight, KC, Dallas, Houston, Denver. That's a murderer's row for our next games. I ain't gonna lie. It's a rough schedule. As a couple of my friends said, man, you got murderer's row for a schedule for the remaining. Yeah, it is. But you know what? We want to be good. We want to make the playoffs. We got to beat these teams. Do I think we're going to beat all of them? No, I don't. I do not. I'm going to say it right now. We're not going to go undefeated the rest of the way. No, we're not. I think I could see us losing 2 games in there. I ain't going to lie. I mean, it's a tough schedule. I mean, Dallas is coming off a rough loss. Houston's coming off a stellar win. Denver is who they are. I mean, Denver, end of the season. Out of all that, I ain't lying. Denver, to me right now, is the game I'm really looking forward to because it's a division game. That could have division implications. So that's the game I'm really looking forward to most on our schedule. I know we have Dallas, we have Kansas City, we have the Texans, but that Denver game, if it comes down to it and it's a division game, shit, that's for all the marbles. I want that. I want the smoke. I don't give a shit. I'll take it. I want to play this year for something. I want that AFC West title this year. I don't care. Fuck the Queens. They ain't going anywhere. Denver is who they are. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best team in that West. Right now, that is the Denver fucking Broncos. They are what? 11-2? But that's why they play the game. That last game this season for us. If it comes down to all the marbles, yeah, and that's also in Denver. But, man, that's going to be a hell of a game for us. And I'd love that if we could take the AFC West this year. I'm not saying we're going to, but I'm saying, yes, right now we are undefeated in AFC West play. We are 4-0. Denver is 3-1 in the division. So, to me, we want that division. We got to take care of business tonight going forward. Yeah, and the Chiefs next week. Take care of the Chiefs next week. We have a good shot at the division, I feel. That would put us, 5-0 in the division with the final game against the Denver Broncos. To me, it probably is going to be a winner-take-all for the division against the Broncos. So, but no, I mean, with the Chargers' final 5 opponents, I mean, yeah, 500 or better is, to me, is an identity emerge for December football. I mean, if we can go 500, I mean, I'd love to go 3-2. But I know we have some hell of opponents in there, so we'll find. I mean, it's gonna be a good one. I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight's game. I'm hoping Justin Herbert comes out of this game with no side effects in that hand can heal. I mean, I just want to see this. I mean, okay, the Broncos are we're 4-0 in the division. The Broncos are 3-1. Chiefs are 1-2 in the division, which they've been eliminated from AFC. They can't sniff, touch, pause, anything to do with the AFC West this year. Thank you. I did not know song. I thought I saw someone that you may have been in, but I could have read it wrong. I apologize. Yeah, hey man, I got cooked in all our GWN leagues myself. So next year I'm gonna make that a different thing. I'm gonna try and make the playoffs next year. I made my mistakes this year, but I'm gonna correct those mistakes. And so help me God, my goal next year is to make the playoffs, not just one, but a few of those leagues next year. But I'm looking forward. Now, as for the Chargers schedule that they have, the remaining strength of schedule for the Chargers is a 625 percentage. So that it's not an easy schedule, as I said. Now, going over what we may need, as I felt in the NFL draft, our biggest needs are going to be edge, defensive lineman, cornerback, inside offensive lineman, and offensive tackle. Those are the positions I felt were needed. But as I said, and then next week we have the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm hoping to bring on, if it's not my friend James, who's a diehard Chiefs fan, I know a few of the Chiefs fans. I'm going to see what's going to happen. But I do want to get the sounding board of Chiefs Kingdom, what their thoughts on how the Kansas City looks this year. Hearing it from Dennis side, he gave it about his Eagles, man. I mean, respect to him. They had a great year last year coming off a Super Bowl win against the Chiefs. But, I ain't going to lie. I thought Saquon Barkley was going to do much better than he did last year in fantasy football. Was I wrong? Hey, you can't. Every single year is different, man. Hey, Johnny Mittens, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I really appreciate you. I support every single take, man. I love having you on there, man. It's kind of fun, man. Where are you watching the game tonight? I'm gonna be watching it with my crew tonight. I'm gonna be I'll be live tonight on the GWN network, Gen Wealth Net. I'll be chilling with my boys and my crew, and I'll be rocking my Chargers. It's the Monsters Inc. game, but fuck, I'm gonna be a monster tonight, man. Those Bolts win. It's bolt the fuck up. I'll be happy at 9-4 vibes. Hey, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be it's a non-conference game, but hey, I'm gonna bolt up as always. Bolt the fuck up, man. It's gonna be a great game tonight. So for everyone that tuned in tonight to watch the show, thank you. Also, thank you to Dennis Holmes and the Ignorant Thinkers podcast. As I said, make sure to check out his content, his YouTube channel, and if you're available tonight, hop on over to the Gen Wealth Net. Subscribe if you need. As I said, we give great fantasy advice. We have podcasts multiple times a week. It's the playoff push. We gladly want to help you guys out, get those championships. You know what I'm trying to say? We helped many people last year get multiple championships, and I know we were glad helping people out, and I know we helped a lot of people out, and we love helping people out. So again, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in this afternoon. Usually I have this on a Friday, but with the Monday Night Football game, I did it this afternoon. So thank you for tuning in. Good luck to everyone in the fantasy playoffs that are coming up. I hope you secure a spot. If you're trying to get one tonight, punch a ticket. And if you're already in there, hey, good luck. But tune in next week, and I will be bringing in a Chiefs fan, but I also will bring Kermit will be a big part of my show next week. I ain't lying. He wasn't on this week because I just left it out. I just wanted to give Dennis some time. Dennis Holmes some time on the show today, man. And that hate, it was fine. But my hate for the Chiefs, the Queefs, next week, it's going to be a whole new level. I got a whole week to tune up and get my shit going because I'm going to bring it next week. But thank you for tuning in. Have a great time watching the game tonight. Bolt up, everybody. Let's go fucking Chargers. Fuck the Eagles. Clip those motherfucking wings, motherfuckers. Let's fucking go. Bump, bump, bump. Good night. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.
My mood is on cruise ship. If you ain't tuned in, you ain't vibing with my moon man. I move shit like Kerry. I'm the cold truth, Fletcher Reed, Jim Carrey. Everything mooey, that mean the price varies. Need that designer cream shit and all Ben and Jerry's. Cream get the money like 36 chambers. Basket Robin shit, 31 flavors. Keep it moving.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Everything on me. Yeah, tell him Bogart scot free. Lottie daddy, like to party. Fuck with blow shoot, trolling 5 Molly. Heard I carry weight, move packs like a dolly. And I stay fuming, clock me doing Godspeed. Business booming, back-to-back trips, moving multiple units. Drive mules, got universal soldiers, getting money for sure. Yeah, we ain't shrugging shoulders. You think I'm lucky getting over, made it far, cause I'm sharp, fuck a 4-leaf clover. On my 89, minus the flat top. Getting packs off, smoking on the cash crop. Money talk, if you're broke, then you can't talk. Play a never-ending ball game, Sandlot.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Getting money when I land there. Smoking all loud so I can't hear. And if your boys bring the noise, all y'all pussies getting scraped pap smear. Codeine got me leaning, pizza. Put your boy on point, pyramid of Giza. I'ma rock like this till I'm an old geezer. No pizza parlor, but we deliver pizzas. Ask Uncle Sam, I'm taxing. Look, ma, no hands, telepathic. I can make things move, I'm carefully calculated when I make these moves. I run shit, don't let me get loose. I'm all about my decks, trying not to get goosed. Keep it moving.